Dear students, welcome. Today's topic is India's approach to major world issues. 20th century was period of great all-round development and progress. Social, economic, political, cultural, technological advancement took place, and we see that how the world is changing very fast. With these changes, there are certain issues also that development, technological advancement has brought. Those problems are of environment, disarmament, terrorism, and other problems. So here we will discuss the small question answer from these topics related to disarmament, rights, globalization, right, in this video. Let us start with the question number 1 from multiple choice question, right. First question is, in which year did India conduct its first nuclear test? 1974 in Pokhran. Where? At Pokhran. Pokhran is in Rajasthan. Next question is, the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty aims to, what it aims to? It aims to stop basically nuclear testings. B. India's stance on disarmament primarily emphasizes multilateral negotiations. कई पद्धर पे बात हो, कई लेवल पे बात हो, ताकि हथियार की दौड़ खत्म हो जाए. India's stance on disarmament primarily emphasizes on multilateral negotiation. The primary focus of India's disarmament policies is on nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons are the weapons of mass destruction. The Indian government approach towards the nuclear proliferation treaty is characterized by क्या है कि साइन नहीं करना है, being a non-signatory. C. Next question is, India's quest for a permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council relates to its aspirations for global influence and representation. ग्लोबल लेवल पे इंडिया का रिप्रेजेंटेशन हो, इसका प्रभाव हो. इंडिया इज़ द लार्जेस्ट डेमोक्रेसी इन द वर्ल्ड, सो इट डिजर्व टू बी अ member of Permanent Security Council. When was the National Human Rights Commission of India established? It was in 1993. So answer is B. Who appoints the chairperson of National Human Rights Commission? NHRC. It is the President of India. So the answer is A. NHRC, National Human Rights Commission, is based on the provision of which act? It is based on the provision of Protection of Human Rights Act. So the answer is A. It was passed in 1993. Which of the following statement is true about the NHRC, National Human Rights Commission? Right? Let's see. It has jurisdiction only in the case of human rights violated by government? No. It can investigate human rights violated by both state and non-state actors. Yes, this is the right answer. Now let's move to the next question. The term of office of a member of NHRC is 5 years. Normally any term of any office is 5 years. So keep in mind, whenever you get such questions, always go for 5 years. Which of the following is not a function of National Human Rights Commission? National Human Rights Commission. Inquiring into complaints of human rights? Yes, it does. Conducting election across the country? No, it doesn't conduct election. Election is conducted by Election Commission, not Human Rights Commission. Right? So this is not a function. It means rest of the three are its functions. Next is, who was the first chairperson of National Human Rights Commission? It was Justice Ranganath Mishra. So answer is B. What is the maximum number of members excluding the chairperson in the HRC? It is 5. What is the primary driver of globalization? It is technological advancements. Answer is A. Which international organization promote global trade liberalization? It is WTO, World Trade Organization. So answer would be C. Which factor contributes to the homogenization of culture in the era of globalization? Global media and communication networks. So answer is this one, D. When did globalization significantly accelerate in India? It was in 1990s. We adopted liberalization, globalization, and privatization. We call it LPG: liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Right after disintegration of Russia, it started in India also, that we moved towards liberalism. How did globalization impact cultural exchange in India? Right, so it promotes the exchange and spread of Indian culture globally. Yes, C is the answer. Which city in India emerged as a major hub for IT and software due to globalization? Bangalore. Which Indian Prime Minister initiated significant economic reforms opening to the economy of globalization? It was P.V. Narasimha Rao. He was the Prime Minister in the early stage of 1990s. So answer is D. Right. His finance minister was Mr. Manmohan Singh, the former Prime Minister at that time, and he adopted this. Right. So it was the time of economic globalization for India. It started. Next question is from fill in the blank section. Right. Dash of economy is the root of the present global economic problems. Actually, militarization of economy is, we are spending more money on military functions. Next is, dash is a policy that falls within the purview of both the Security Council and General Assembly. Disarmament is a policy. Here, disarmament comes. Next question is, India condemned that both the dash and dash are discriminatory. Both the two treaties, CTBT and NPT, Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty and Non-Proliferation Treaty, both are discriminatory from India's point of view. So here you can write CTBT, here NPT, or vice versa. The basic objective of India's foreign policy are disarmament and the promotion of the world peace. So here it would become world peace. Human rights have been identified as those rights which are important dash and dash, which are important, moral and universal, which are important, moral and universal. Next question is, dash have given special importance to the issue of human rights. Right, United Nations have given. Amnesty International is a dash organization, non-governmental organization. It is. The issue of dash is a global phenomena. Issue of human right is a global phenomena. Next question is, the dash appoints the chairperson of Human Rights Commission. President, actually हमारे देश में president appoint करता है. The NHRC submits the annual report to the government, to the state government, state and central governments, both governments. Part dash Part dash of the Indian Constitution consists of the fundamental rights. Part 3 of the Indian Constitution consists of fundamental rights. So, 6 fundamental rights have been given. So, part 6 is 6 fundamental rights and part 3 here. The scholars consider dash as old as human civilization. So, the scholars consider globalization as old as human civilization. Next question is, the development of dash and dash have brought together the different countries of world. Development of science and technology. Next question is, collapse of dash gave momentum to the emergence of global capitalistic economies. Collapse of Soviet Russia, or here you can say Soviet Russia or communism also. Collapse of communism, मार्क्सवाद जिसे कहते हैं. India has given a lot of relaxation in the policy of dash and dash, in the policy of import and export. The foreign dash has come to India because of the policy of globalization, foreign technology. These were fill in the blanks question. Let us do now the true and false question. First question is, expenditure on arms and ammunition depletes the distorts economic progress. That is true. Disarmament has been a major objective of United Nations. That is also true. The efforts of disarmament have met the desirable success. No, it has not met the desirable success. अभी success मिला नहीं है इसमें. UN General Assembly adopted nuclear non-proliferation treaty in June 1968. That is true. India remained member of UN Disarmament Commission and made positive contribution to the issue of disarmament. That is also true. Article 55 of the Charter of the United Nations assures the promotion of universal respect for the human rights. That is true. Amnesty International is a government agency. That is false. It is non-governmental agency. The chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission is appointed by the Speaker. Wrong. It is appointed by the President of India. The next question is, the Prime Minister is the chairperson of National Human Rights Commission of India. That is true. The Director Principal State Policy are justiciable. That is false. These are non-justiciable. It is in the part 4 of the country's constitution. Next question is, globalization is an important element in the package of economic reforms. That is true. Globalization means open market and competitive one. That is true. Since 1991, no country in the world has been able to remain isolated from the impact of globalization. That is true. Globalization has resulted in the emergence of new colonialism and new imperialism. That is also true. The economic reforms adopted by India in accordance with the conditions of the World Trade Organization have increased unemployment. That is also true. So, these were true and false questions. If you don't understand any question, kindly comment in the comment segment. I will reply. The question of one word or one line answers. We have the military industrial complex increase. Why have the military industrial complex has grown in many countries because of assured customers and government. Government are the customers, different countries, so due to that it has increased. Which bodies handle the issue of disarmament? Security Council and the General Assembly. Write down the name of the two disarmament commission made by UN, Atomic Energy Commission and the 10-Nation Committee on Disarmament. What is the greatest threat to survival of mankind? That is nuclear war. Which country brought the danger of proliferation of nuclear weapons to the attention of the UN? India. Write down one action described in the India's 5-point program of action. The session should negotiate a binding convention of non-use of nuclear weapons. Why did India refuse to sign CTBT and NPT? India said that these treaties are discriminatory and these are veritable license to world's major nuclear weapons state to arm themselves, denying other countries the same. Right? India wants it to be on equal footing. What is provided in Article 76 of the Charter of the United Nations? It is mentioned in Article 76 of the United States that on the basis, one of the basic objective of the trusteeship system is to encourage respect for human rights. To encourage respect for human rights should be signed. Who found the Amnesty International? Peter Benison. Who are the prisoners of the conscience? The people who are taken as prisoner of the basis of the political opinion of the apartheid or racism are believed to be the prisoner of conscience. When was Human Rights Commission bill introduced in the Lok Sabha? 14th May 1993. Where is the headquarters of National Human Rights Commission in India situated? It is in New Delhi. Right, one of the functions of National Human Rights Commission. It encourages the efforts of non-governmental organizations and institutions working in the field of human rights. Right, one step taken by India for the protection of human rights, provision of fundamental rights in the Constitution. Right, one advantage of globalization, expansion in industrial spheres. What is the chief feature of contemporary Indian economy? Liberalization, privatization, and globalization. LPG. What is the impact of globalization over Indian economy? Globalization has given better opportunities to Indian companies to market their products on large scale. What is McMahon line? It is from boundary problem, McMahon line. Let us do it. McMahon line is the line which demarcates land boundaries between India and China. It was laid down by the Commission under the British government before the independence of India. The marking line is known as McMahon line after the name of the chairman of the Boundary Commission. Okay. Name any four human rights: right to life, right to freedom, right against torture, right to fair trial. Explain any two merits of globalization: foreign capital investment, expansion in industrial sphere, relaxation in import export policy. When is the Human Rights Day celebrated every year? It is on 10th December. Keep in mind, 10th December, Human Rights Day is celebrated everywhere in the world. So these were the question answers from the last chapter, India's approach to major world issues. Right, with this small question answer ends. Kindly revise, right? Hopefully I'll bring the short and the long answer question type for you. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.